What's up, guys? This is 40, and it looks pretty damn good, doesn't it? You're tuned in to Smoking Revelry. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. As I said before, you are tuned in to Smoking Revelry. I'm Kyle. Thanks for joining me. And now, as of this recording, this is not the case. But by the time this goes up, in fact, the day this goes up, I will be 40 years old. Now, I know maybe saying this is 40 in this video, it's like, that doesn't count. You're still a couple days away. It's Tuesday right now. So my birthday is in 3 days, 4 days. I don't fucking know. I can't do math. I'm halfway through Tuesday. My birthday's not until Friday, so we'll just go with 3 days. But yeah, as of this video going up, as of this video going live, I am 40. So am I going to say I'm getting old? No, definitely not. I don't feel old. Well, scratch that. There are days I definitely feel old. There are days I definitely feel older, or at least on the older side of young. I know that I'm not old. I hear people joke about it. I got guys that I work with who are in their late 20s, early 30s. I'm getting old. And I probably joked about that when I was getting close to my 30s, but honestly, my 30s were great. I loved my 30s. I enjoyed them thoroughly. A lot of great things happened during my 30s. I mean, not the least of which was the birth of my youngest son, among other things. And during that time, I've accomplished a great deal. Now, I don't bring that up to flex or brag by any stretch of the imagination. I bring that up because I have a lot to be grateful for. Not only the fact that I have so much support for this channel, and you guys have been incredible over the past few years. I mean, everything I'm doing right here, from Dad Smoking Cigars to what is now Smoking Revelry, has all happened within the last 5 years. In fact, in 2 months' time, I will be celebrating, can't do math. I think it's the 5-year anniversary from when I started doing cigar media and all that stuff. I've been helped and supported by a lot of incredibly wonderful people. Now, not all those people are still, 100% in my life, because we all go in different directions. A lot of things happen. Sometimes we're not always able to stay in touch. And then, of course, there was the pandemic where, we weren't seeing each other at all. None of us went to lounges. And also, we have families. We have things that we are responsible for. All of these are good things. Well, not the pandemic, but, family responsibilities and all that kind of stuff. It can get overwhelming. I'm not going to lie. There are days when I just want to run screaming from my own house. As you can see, I'm not even at my own house. I am once again helping out my dad and my stepmom by looking after their house and their dogs. The dogs are inside. I thought about leaving them out here so they could have a few cameos, but I was worried that I would get consistently interrupted. But you know what? Screw it. I'm going to let them out because they're adorable. And I have my dog here too, my dog Penny. Hi, guys. Hello. Penny. My shirt got caught in the door. Let's go. This is my dog. This is Penny. This is our Australian Labradoodle, who actually, her birthday's this month. That's Bella the Corgi. That's my dad's dog, but ignore her. This pretty girl, she's going to be turning... What are you barking at? Are you jealous? This pretty girl also has a birthday this month. She was born around this time last year. So she's going to be turning 1 year old. 1 year old. She's still a pup, but she's fantastic. You say hi? You say hi. Okay, you guys don't watch me for cute stuff, do you? I mean, I know I'm pretty cute, but that's not the reason why you watch. You watch for my acerbic wit and my humor, and my good looks are just a bonus. I promise, and you guys know this, I'm usually not this vain, but I'm feeling quite good. I'm feeling, I think, right now better than I have in a while. And I won't get too much into that, but the reality is that obviously now being 40 as of this video going up, I'm not getting any younger. That's for sure. What I find incredible though is that myself and so many of my friends who have, we might have looked a little bit awkward or strange. I mean, I think I looked okay in high school in my 20s and stuff, but I honestly feel like myself and so many of my friends just kept looking better and better and better the older we get. And those of us that are in our late 30s and early 40s or just into our 40s, I feel like most of us look even better than we did when we were younger, which I think is crazy and awesome, and I think it's fantastic. But I feel pretty good at this point in my life. I'm trying to get healthier. I mean, again, not getting any younger. I need to take better care of myself. I need to make sure that I am going to... Bella, shut up! She can't help herself, but what can I say? She's a corgi. But I mentioned having some accomplishments that I'm particularly proud of. This channel and everything that has come along with it being one of those things, or a couple of those things. In addition to that, I have started to make some progress that I'm very happy with in my career path. That career path, of course, being voice work. I'm admittedly, over the years, I've been a crazy dreamer. It's always been one of my character traits. Unfortunately, there were times in my younger years, and I wish that I would have had the drive then than I have now. But again, details, hindsight, all that shit. I wish I would have been a bit more driven when I was younger and knew more of what I wanted when I was younger. When I was younger, I was a very dedicated and proficient musician, songwriter. I was in a couple of bands. I wanted to be a touring musician, but I realized that wasn't for me. As such, my musical talents unfortunately got sacrificed a bit. I still sing, but my guitar and bass playing are quite lax, and I've lost all the calluses on my fingers. Interestingly enough, through my new job, through an unintentional incident where I cut these two fingers and, my hands are constantly in contact with scalding hot water, I've got some nerve damage in these fingers, and there's a lot I can't feel just around these parts. I'm learning to live with it. Hopefully one day maybe it'll dissipate, it'll get better. I don't know. But, I wish it had been on this hand, because then it would have been easier to get back into guitar. It wouldn't have hurt as much, because I know when I get back into guitar, and I do plan on doing that, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt a lot, and maybe that's one of the reasons why I haven't done it yet. So, but yeah, I was a musician, and then, that I realized was not the life I wanted to live, the career path. I didn't want that. And then not long after that, well, right around that time was when I really started to realized that I wanted to write. I was a very prolific writer. I actually published a novel, self-published a novel. I won't tell you the title. I won't tell you where to find it, because honestly, it is terrible. I was proud of it at the time because I actually finished it, but the editing was not that good. My writing was very, very, I won't say subpar, but just like grammatically, in terms of like how sentence structure and flow was, not very good at all. I had a lot of run-ons and a lot of like, Bella, hush, so rude. But I'm still proud of the fact that I managed to write a novel, which is not something that everyone can say they've done. But I did it. And, after that, I realized the genre that I wanted to write in. Again, I won't mention what genre it was, but wasn't for me. And I realized that I wanted to go back to my roots and write horror. And I've actually written and had published a horror piece, which I will share in a link in the description below. So you can get that short story compilation. One of my stories is in there. Wrote that about 5 years back. Actually, no, 6 years back, now that I think about it. And now that I have to think about it, yeah, I was incorrect on how long I've been doing cigar media. It's been about 6 years now. I started in 2018. Again, I can't fucking do math. In 2018, as a lot of you, maybe not all of you know, was the most insane year of my life in recent history. And that even includes the pandemic, because a lot of things happened in 2018, good and bad. The two most noteworthy things being, well, three most noteworthy things being, bought my first house, had my had my youngest son. Two very good things, but those were both, but both of those things were right in between those things. The worst tragedy that I've ever experienced in my life, and I obviously wasn't the only one who experienced it, was the death of my nephew, Anthony. I did a video talking about that. You guys have heard me mention him. There's an interview that I did when Cigar Show Tim was still a part of this channel. Damn dog. And we interviewed Roger Velasco, who was a former Power Ranger actor. He was in Power Rangers in Space. He played the Black Space Ranger. And my nephew cosplayed his character a number of times at cons and photo shoots and things like that. And so 2018 was the year of things going down. And one of the things that happened during that year was that I embraced more fully my love and passion for cigars. And I apologize for the wind. It's a little bit windy out here in Riverside. Hopefully the mic picks me up better and I can kind of eliminate some of that noise. But 2018 was the year that a lot of shit happened, good and bad. Mostly good, a lot of it very good, a lot of change, a lot of transition, a lot of new things happening. Leaving a job that I had for 11 years to work closer to home and all of that. So 2018 was the year that just was a roller coaster, and a lot of good things happened as well during that year. And of course, brings us to now with Smokin' Revelry, formerly Dad Smoking Cigars, but either way, cigar media is what I've been doing for the last 6 years. Admittedly, I've been struggling with that. I posted on my Instagram this week, actually yesterday, prior to recording this, so it was Monday. Admittedly, posting consistently, regularly, not just on my cigar socials, but also on my regular socials, gives me a lot of anxiety. And it never used to do that. I used to post everything. I used to think that every single moment was post-worthy. I would be constantly taking pictures and trying to post it, sometimes to the great annoyance of my wife and other people around me. They're like, can't you just be in the moment? And it's just like, well, this is the moment. I'm capturing it. I'm putting it on social media, so we'll live forever. And it's just kind of funny because now when I need to be most consistent in posting, I struggle with it. I can't tell you how many times I've taken pictures of me smoking cigars, different cigars I've been smoking, and have not posted them. I got a bunch of them backed up on a Google Drive, which I probably should post sometime in the future because nobody cares when you smoke the cigar, only that you smoke the cigar and that you share it with them because maybe it's a cigar they've never had or a cigar brand that they particularly like and they will enjoy seeing, etc., etc. And God damn it, Bella, shut up. Wind is also not good for keeping cigars lit. Yes, Penny, that's just my lighter. That's all you heard. You can relax. That interruption totally threw me. I forgot what I was talking about. But truthfully, oh yeah, anxiety doing social media. Yep, that's it. It's a full-time job, and it's a job that I need to take more seriously, especially if I want to continue to connect with and grow my audience for this channel. Even though I have a decent-sized audience, I know that I'm not always visible to you guys. And not because you don't care, but because algorithms are a pain in the ass, and they don't show stuff that they should show, but they would rather only show those who, post constantly, frequently, without fail, without stopping. And you know what? As much as I wish I could do that, it's not always possible for me just because I have a life. I'm busy. I have kids. I have things I got to take care of. I can't always be on my socials. I'm on my phone way too much as it is. So sometimes it can be challenging, but I'm working on being better at it for the sake of making sure that I stay within your guys' line of sight and you guys see what I'm up to and I can share the fun stuff that I'm doing and the cigars that I'm smoking and share with you things that I've been able to accomplish and achieve just because I think it's good to share those things. I'm going to kill that dog. I think it's good to share those things not for bragging or flexing sake, but because you want to celebrate those things with other people. And I think it's important to share our accomplishments and achievements, which is why I share stuff like my voice work, which is really, honestly, in terms of career path, my biggest achievements that I have made in recent memory. I remember saying to myself, a year or two ago, that I want to make sure that I have a lot to show for my life when I turn 40. And I honestly believe I've achieved that goal. Not to say I didn't have anything to show for my life prior to now, because I have plenty. I have my family, my beautiful family. I have, I have this, I have so many things. but for many, many years now, I was never on a really solid or even, decent career path. And I feel like I am now. And I'm very excited for the future. I've made a lot of really wonderful connections. I got projects coming up that I'm excited about. I am, a voice talent for an upcoming podcast with, a couple people that I've really gotten to know very well via social media, and I hope I get to hang out with in the near future. One of them being another former Power Ranger actress by the name of Sandy Selner, and her friend, who is now my friend, Josh Gordon, who has quite an extensive career history, but he's worked in entertainment and he's done a lot of things, and he wants to get into voice acting as well. So him and I are going to be working together in other things, and just, I'm psyched. I'm super excited. And I'm really, really looking forward to what my 40s are going to consist of. There's a lot of things I feel like I have to look forward to. I'm very excited, and I can't wait to share these things with you guys. So all I want to say is, on this day of when this video has gone up, the day this video is posted, my 40th birthday, I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to everyone who supported me. I want to say thank you to everyone who has invested in me. I want to say thank you to my sponsors, Casa Cueva Cigars and Pariah Cigars. You guys have been incredibly supportive and very kind to me and generous with your time and your resources. I don't deserve it. I don't say that to get down on myself, but I haven't done anything in particular to earn that generosity. You guys have just been content to allow me to be the recipient of said generosity, and I hope to try and pay it forward every which way that I possibly can, whether it's just promoting your guys' brands or just being there for you if you ever need me. Thank you guys, to the Cuevas family, to Frankie and Miguel of Pariah Cigars, and everybody else involved. I also want to say thank you to Apostate Cigars, maybe an ambassador of their brand, and there's so many other people to thank. It would take me forever, but those are some of the people that have been very much directly involved with me recently in terms of just support and all of that. I wanted to give them a special mention, but there's so many of you that I want to thank, so many names, so many people. It would take me forever to get through that list of names. So thank you to my sponsors and those who have, invested in me and been generous with their resources, their product, and everyone else who has been backing me up and supporting me. I appreciate and love all of you. And it goes without saying, obviously, my family that have continued to support me, my wife, my kids, my dad, my mom, my stepmom, my brother, so many friends who have been encouraging and incredibly uplifting. As you get older, I feel like at times, your list of close friends or people that you stay closely connected with can kind of fluctuate. At this time of my life, there's only so many people I'm able to see, stay connected with, and be in touch with, because life is insane, and sometimes we drift into our own lane that forks, and we don't get to have that same closeness or contact as we used to. But I can't fail to acknowledge everyone who has been there for me, whether we still speak or still stay connected or we're seeing each other a lot as much as we used to. You've all been an integral part of me doing what I do. Could not do what I do without you. Wouldn't be where I am without you. So my family, my friends, old and new, past and present. You're looking at Bruno right now. He's Bruno, buddy, Bruno. He's a little shy right now, and he's also an old boy, so he doesn't get around as well as he used to. But he's a good dog. He's a very good dog. But again, thank you to all of you guys, and no thanks to the helicopter or plane that's flying overhead. Whenever I'm recording, there is always something in the air making a lot of fucking noise, including when I'm in my fairly sound dampened studio. You can still hear helicopters and planes flying overhead. Sucks. But anyways, thank you guys, all of you. I'm here because of you. I'm here because of your support, your love, and your encouragement. Everyone past and present, I appreciate all of you. I miss those that I haven't seen in a while. I'm extremely grateful for those who I get to at least talk to on a fairly regular basis. I don't get out as much as I used to, and I'm going to try and change that this year, because we got some catching up to do, and I'm looking forward to catching up with those of you who I haven't been able to see in a while. So here I am, guys. I made it to 40. I think there was a period in time, 3 or 4 years ago, where we weren't sure what the future was going to look like, or what we would make it to, or how it would look. But we're here. And I think that, setting aside any type of political or socioeconomical climates that have been shifting up and down, back and forth here and there, I think the future's bright. I think things are looking up, personally speaking. Or at the very least, I know that I need to keep that attitude moving forward. It can be very easy to get discouraged. I know I've had various mental health battles over the last few years, big time. And I feel like I'm in a really great place. And I truly, truly hope you guys are too. And I'm here for you. If you need a friend, if you need someone to talk to during those tough times and you need encouragement, support, I got you. Because you guys have had me, you had my back, and I'm grateful. Grateful for a lot. Extremely grateful. Thank you guys so much. I really do love you. So thank you. So I'm going to say a thank you ahead of time to everyone who has wished me a happy birthday on day of this video. I'm very, very grateful to all of you. Thank you for being so kind. Thank you for being so, just amazing. And I hope you all are staying safe, staying healthy, keeping it smoky as always. Thank you guys once again. I love you. And I will see you guys next time.